Hey guys, welcome to Backyard Beer Brothers. My name's Rory Doherty, and in today's episode, I've got another beer from One Drop Brewing Co. Over in Botany, New South Wales, and it's this one, their Buttalove. So, super keen to get into this because it is a fruited sour with mango, vanilla, Oreo, butterscotch cheesecake. So, there's definitely a lot going on in there. So, super keen. The last one they had was pretty good. The review actually went through, so this one here is 101. But I'll be interested to see what this looks like and smells like. So let's get it into the glass. It's not looking as thick as the prior one, but she's still looking like she's got a bit of body to it. Hardly anything on the carbonation, and that tends to happen when you've got these sort of super thick beers. So there's a small amount coming through, but let's get a smell. It's almost got like a honey smell to it. There is like a sourness to it. Maybe there is some mango there too. But there is definitely like maybe that's the butterscotch cheesecake. Definitely not the Oreos, but something. Yeah, I think that's like a honey smell for sure. It's definitely got the butterscotch look to it. But it smells good. Looks good too. It's all about the taste though. So cheers, cheers, cheers. Let's go. Whee. Damn. All right. That is pretty awesome. So as far as what do we got here? The vanilla and butterscotch and mango are the main flavors coming through. The mango definitely up front. There is a bit of sourness, not too hard on the sour though, which is good. There's also a sweetness, vanilla and butterscotch, but it's like got this lingering caramelly taste in the mouth as well. Delicious. It is a sort of fuller body as well. Nothing in comparison to that smoothie I had the other day though, but it's delicious. Let's just have a quick little jam on the can. What do we got? We've got Buttalove is a brand new, fully experimental creation straight out of our R&D program. Wowee, is this a doozy? Starting with an oat-heavy base and a touch of wheat for a super full body. Yeah, it makes sense. We've double soured it in our house lacto culture and Bega lactose. Naturally, we've then gone and done the doozy by adding mango puree, vanilla, Oreo, and butterscotch cheesecake powder. Hot damn, that's pretty crazy, was said on the production floor more than once. Give a bit of love for Buttalove and see for yourself. Damn. Can art's pretty awesome too. And more about the beer is coming in at 6.2%. Works out to be 2.2 standard drinks, 440ml can, and as of today, on Untapped it scored 3.99. So pretty awesome, really. And it is a mental flavour. There was a comment that I read on the last one. It was something along the lines of, back in the days, what was it? Yeah, like back in the days they used to, this person used to drink VBs and smoke Winfield Blues, whereas nowadays people are made a comment about the ice cream sour that I had and like candy vapes, and like, yeah, I suppose. There were a few other comments that followed it. They were like, what other people used to drink and smoke. Mine was, I suppose, when I was really young. This is going back some time. I think the first smokes I ever started smoking for a small period were Rothmans. But then I got into smoking Dunhill Reds, and it's just because everyone hated Dunhill Reds. And, that sounds kind of stupid, but the way to explain it was, if anyone ever asked me for a cigarette, I'd be like, yeah, for sure, have one. I've got Dunhill Reds. And they'd be like, oh, no, I can't have that. So it was Dunhill Reds and Christoph vodka. And you could buy like this big bottle of Christoph vodka for super cheap. But then, sort of a little bit further into, like, I'm like mid-teens here, there was a bottle store, I think it was called St. John's, and it was on the corner of Walcott Street and Willis Street in Wellington. It's a little tiny bottle store, and they used to sell these, I think they were 700ml bottles of flavoured Christoph vodka. So I think they were like 30% alcohol, and you could get, I don't even know what the flavours were, but there was a blue one, a red one, and a yellow one. I'm pretty sure it was passion fruit. Oh, who knows? Regardless, and they were like brightly coloured. And then, yeah, I think they were $7.50, and I'm pretty sure you got like a bottle of, whatchamacallit, a bottle of Sprite as well. So you have a mixer to go with it. So, you know, being underage, we used to just sit outside and just hit randoms up on the street. Hey, yo, can you buy me this? Hey, yo, can you buy me this? Blah, 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 blah. Eventually someone would say, yes, they'll go buy it for you. Boom, happy days. I've now got a huge amount of alcohol for, 15, 16-year-old, and just, that was the go. So, brothers drinking the VB and Winnie Blues, cheers to you. I was on that fluoro-coloured Christoph and Dunhill Red. There is something to be said, though, about vapes. There's a couple of things. And, like, especially, like, going out clubbing, definitely not doing that anywhere near as much as I used to. But it's actually kind of nicer. You know, you'd go out into the smoking section, instead of it just smelling like a house fire, now it's like, you know, it smells like desserts and fruit salads, etc. You got someone on a guava vape, you got whatever, like the pineapple mango ice, whatever. It does smell nicer. And of course, I suppose over here it's going to be less and less now they need a prescription, but I remember, like, can you remember, like, when vapes sort of first came out, you had people with, like, you'd have to fill them up with your own vape liquid. Everyone nowadays got those sort of disposable ones, but those people that used to fill up your own vape liquid, and, like, people were blowing out, like, clouds of smoke. I remember one of my mate, Nick over in New Zealand, we were joking about it. He was like, man, it's like the old TV show Stars in Their Eyes. I don't know if it was even here, but, you know, it was a show where you'd go on and it was a singing competition show, but you would go on, you'd talk to the host, you'd give a couple of hints about who you were, then they would say, who are you going to be? And you'd be like, tonight I'm going to be Freddie Mercury or whatever. And you'd go in through this door, then the doors would open and all the smoke would come out, and then you would come out dressed as the person you said you were going to be. But yeah, it was funny when my mate Nick mentioned it. It was like, holy shit, that's what it is like. Open the door and it's just kabam! Mad clouds of smoke. On the vapes. Anyway, back to the beer. It's pretty awesome. And it is. It's hella delicious. And comparing it to the last one, it's probably more sessionable, but still not sessionable, if that makes sense. The other one was like a thick smoothie, and just, if you were trying to pack a couple of those in, I remember, it would have been ages ago now, me and JD, we'd filmed ourselves drinking some of the like smoothie sours from 450 Brewing Co. over in the United States. And just, those were hard to stack a couple of episodes on top of each other, just because you're drinking like this massive smoothie. So that last one I drank, couldn't session those. Maybe this one you could get a couple more. But we're pretty much down towards the end. As well as I can feel the heat kicking in. She's booming today. So, on to the questions. Would I buy this again? Nah, I don't think I would. Although it is quite still pretty good, I don't think I would. We'll compare it to some of the other ones. This one was more like a crazier flavour. They even know it by saying what they said on the back. But if I saw it on tap, would I get it? Yeah, probably not. Would I buy it as a gift? Probably not again. It would have been interesting if you could actually taste the Oreos coming through on there. It's one of those ingredients that it's sort of like they just chucked it on there. Can't tell it at all. But what would I give it out of 10? I think I'd give this one maybe a 7. Like, still pretty good, but just nothing in comparison to the previous one. Yeah, 7 out of 10. I think that's a good score for it. But with that being said, made it to the end of the episode. Got the score. Beer's done. Yeah, we're done. So if you made it to the end of the episode, thank you very much for watching. Please feel free to hit the like, hit the subscribe, and as always, I hope you have a good one. Cheers.